Hello YouTubers, this is an answer video to Norman Maslow's video about San Francisco. The idea is here to show an album from a San Francisco artist or one recorded in San Francisco, show a film made in or about San Francisco, blah blah blah, and so on. I thought that this was a great idea for a video. I have to keep it short. I have to keep it under 5 minutes, and that's difficult for me because I tend to waffle a lot. Okay. So I started thinking, which artist shall I pick? And I started to think, okay, I'm not really an expert on San Francisco music. I started looking online which artists are from San Francisco, which bands are from San Francisco, and I found someone. But then, well, I thought about Big Brother and Holding Company, but I don't really think about San Francisco when I think about Janis Joplin. I mean, she was active there, but she didn't come from there, and so on. So I really struggled. I really struggled. I mean, there are songs like "Let's Go to San Francisco" and "I Left My Heart in San Francisco," stuff like that. Very nice, but not that super interesting to show here, and not really anything that I would say is, well, something that I would mention as meaning that much to me, although they are nice songs. But then finally I figure out, because I have to say I'm not an expert on San Francisco, on American geography at all, but then I realized, wait a minute, I have one of my favorite live albums is recorded in San Francisco. Winterland. I hadn't thought about that, and it took a long time for me to realize, oh yeah, Winterland, that's recorded in San Francisco. The Last Waltz. I love the movie, and I love the album, and I love the performances. I know that many think that it's brilliant, many think that it's total crap, or not total crap, but crappier than brilliant. But I'm a great fan of it since my neighbor told me about this in the early 90s. I was a young teenager then, listened to it. Took some years for me to realize how brilliant it was, but then I think it was in the early 2000s when it was issued on DVD, and I bought it and I watched it and I played it on loud volume on my DVD player, and oh my goodness me. So, The Last Waltz. This is what I'm showing in this contest. And a couple of years ago, there was an anniversary, the 40th year anniversary boxed set. Also great, although I thought the sound would be a bit better. I thought they would have tweaked the sound a bit. It sounds a bit flat when I listen to it, but still, anyway, it's great albums, and one of the very few music DVDs that I keep returning to on and on again. The Last Waltz by the band and their chums.